YouTube, we're back at it. This time what we're going to do is we're going to make a plate or a guard to go over top of this that's going to keep chips from going down on that lead screw, because there's nothing worse than getting lead screws crap full of shavings and stuff. So that's what these two screws here on top was for. Those are for, trying to find me a rag here, a decent one. That's for a plate that goes over top of that is missing, that wasn't with this lathe. So we're going to get us a straight screwdriver. And we're going to take these screws out. And then we're going to measure how deep we want that. But we want to get this in the all the way back position first. I usually don't take the thing very much past that right there. So this is how long I want my piece to be. But because we want to cover the whole lead screw while it's in this position, you're always going to have something sticking out the same distance from here that it is from here to here. So you're going to have a piece stuck out here if you use something solid. So I decided to use what was left over from this piece back here, which was, what we need is I'm going to go about 1/4 inch over, so that'll leave me, I'll just do an even 4 inches. So we're going to do I don't know if I want to do 4 inches or not. I want to do 3 3/4. Alright, so it's going to be 3 3/4 inch wide, and it's going to be eight inches long. So what we've decided to do is, let's see, that's only 3.5. So we're going to have to cut us another piece. We're going to cut us a piece 8 inches by 3 3/4. So now what we're going to do here is we're going to set that right there. And yes, I haven't got a light over here yet. So we want to center that, and then we're going to make us a mark just right on the side of this hump. Alright, so now we need to know how deep we want it. So we're going to go probably in about yay deep. Yeah, I said yay. Alright, so there's where our end is going to be. And then we're just going to draw that circle there. It's going to look just like that part right there. So now let me get my scissors, and then we'll cut that. So now we've got that cut out. Now we need to cut that part out. So we're just going to fold that over, and we're just going to make us a mark right around there, just like that. Oops, I hit you guys. I'm going to fold that one down just like that. And I'm going to mark that piece. And then I'm going to cut those off. Actually, I like to go in this direction. But I always forget that that's not the direction you want to go in. Alright, so then over here I'm going to cut this one out. Alright, so now we've got that. This one needs to go a little bit deeper. And now this needs to go a little deeper. Daggone it, I better mark that with a pencil. I done went too far. Alright, so now we'll just take these corners here and just kind of round them off a little bit. Something like that. Alright, so now we got to figure out where our holes are. So what I'll do is I'll back that up to where I just barely see the holes, and then I'll make the mark where they go. Alright, this one, same thing. It goes right there. So we got that marked. So now we want to figure out how far up. So somewhere right about in there will be good. So there's where we're going to put our hole. Now remember, I'm going to make that hole bigger than the screw, so I have plenty of alignment control. Alright, then we'll go over to the vise and punch those. So now I'll take this, and where I put my X, I've got a punch that punches in leather or whatever, and then I'm going to punch that right in the middle. Alright, now to get a nice clean cut, you see how I was doing that? I was just kind of working it around, and then I spin it after I get done with that as I'm tapping it, and that gives you a really nice cut, and you ain't got to go back and do it twice because you missed something. See how I'm kind of angling around and hitting it, and then I'll take and spin it. That assures me a nice cut every single time. Now let's just hope that we got it right and we ain't got to readjust. So we're close enough that I can live with that. So now I'll take my 2 screws, in fact, I'm going to get some washers to put on it. These might be too small. Yeah, they'll work. So now we'll just tighten that down. Alright, so now, if I'm correct, the weight of this should drag it down as it goes back. How do you like that? And right there's usually all the further I'll go with it. So it's down out of my way. If I want to reach down there and grab, let's say I want to grab the cutoff, I can't do it. I'd have to fumble around it or come over this side, get poked by the tailstock center. It's just not worth it when you can just put that on there. Now, as you pull it back, it will be exactly where it was. It doesn't interfere with anything. Chips will hit that and not go underneath on the lead screw. And I think I would like that one better than having a solid one on there, because face it, if you had a solid one on there, you'd have problems. It would basically be like this right here, sticking out like that right there. So just pretend that's solid. See, it just goes out there. Of course, you could use it for a tray. Oh shit! You could have used it for a tray, like an indicator or something. Put a metal base on it. Or who knows what's going to happen in the future, because this may also cover the head for the DRO I plan to put on here one day, 50 years down the road. You know, them dreams. And I think that'll work. So there you have a purpose, another purpose for a treadmill rubber belt. The track, whatever you want to call it, conveyor. There's many uses for this stuff. Hell, you can even use it for tread, put on a step, to glue it down with contact cement. That would make a nice step for, say, your deck. Just make strips to put on each one of your boards. And I guess since I'm going to be keeping this one, I'm going to be making another brass oiler to put on that tailstock, because if I keep it, that's got to go. I like to try to eliminate all those that I can. Have I told you lately I despise those things? Despise them. It's bad enough they're down there on the crank for the carriage, and the half nut lever has got one of those on it. And I may try to convince myself to make an oiler for that too. It would just have to be, I've got one of these that flips, so I might try to get some of these and see if it'll work down there on that, if there's enough room, because it is next to a big nut, so that one I may have to deal with, but I'm going to try not to. So I'll use this one. I don't have no more of these, but I'd need 2 of them. I'll show you what I'm talking about. These right here, I would like to put these in the place of it, but I don't know if there'd be enough room there for it. There would be on this side, but it'd have to be sideways because it wouldn't open if you put it in there that way. So it would have to go in sideways, something like that. So I gotta clean them up and oil them yet. I haven't done that yet. But this one here I want to replace with one of those. Right there like that. So don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, scream, yell, debate, whatever you feel like. And I hope that gives you an idea of just some of the ways that you can take care of 2 problems of one stone. You get rid of some material, you're repurposing it and making America great again, so to speak. How ironic, right? You know, that's what it's all about, is not waste. Too much waste. Too much waste. People waste too much. Stop it. Quit. Anyway, again, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. You guys have a good one. Later.